Scotland under 19 versus England under 19. That was the match that took place in the ICC Men's Under 19 Cricket World Cup today. Today we'll be discussing the key moments, key performances, and maybe some changes which may be required. And we will mainly be looking at the overview of today's game. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you all to please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're updated whenever I upload a new video. This match was no doubt a very entertaining match. It was a great watch. So yes, leading on from that, let's start looking at the overview of today's match. So Scotland won the toss and chose to bowl first. However, very, very unfortunately, plans did not go accordingly for the Scots. It just did not look like it was their day today. We have seen how strong their bowling attack is. We saw in the warm-up matches, we saw in the qualifying matches, their bowling was definitely one of their stronger points. But unfortunately, I just don't think it was their day today. It was just bad luck. We are aware of what the Scotland bowling attack can produce. However, on the other hand, it seemed that everything seemed to go to plan for the English. You know, even the poor shots were going for boundaries. No doubt the English are a very, very strong team, but it did just look like it was their day today and everything was just going to plan for them. And since it was their day, it allowed them to set such a large target of 404 for the Scots to chase. Yes, I know, it is quite astonishing, and this was the highest target set so far in the ICC Men's Under 19 World Cup 2026. It was the biggest target so far. Let's have a look at the English innings then. Scotland did get an early breakthrough, taking the wicket off Ben Dawkins, who took a leave from 5 runs just from his 13 balls. And a very big positive for the Scots they could have carried on taking wickets. Decision made wrong by the Scots today. I will discuss that shortly. So yes, Scotland did gain the momentum early on. However, Joseph Moores and Ben Mays, the second wicket partnership, scored a partnership of 150 runs. Joseph Moores scored 81 runs from 65 balls, and Ben Mays has set a record for the highest individual score from a youth English batsman of 191 runs from 117 balls. Ben Mays played an astonishing knock today, a truly special knock. He looked in really good touch and dominated the Scot bowlers simply. I just don't think, like I said, it just was not the Scots' day today. It's not that I think it is just simply a matter of bad luck. And the English, like I said, even their poor shots were going for boundaries, going for fours and going for runs. And everything just seemed to be going to plan for them. And other than those two performers, there was not any key performance from the English. But just almost every other batter that came in scored 30 and 20, making sure to contribute to the final target. This allowed the English to set a huge target of 404. Now let's take a look at the Scotland bowling. Finlay Jones took 2 wickets, Jake Woodhouse took 3, and Max Chaplin took 1. That was the bowling from Scotland. So like I said, the Scotland bowling attack is a bowling attack that we know can produce some special moments. However, today there was one decision made wrong, which I would like to discuss. And that is, in the previous match for Scotland against Pakistan, which was, there was a bowler for Scotland named Shlock Thakur. And he opened the bowling for Scotland, and he only bowled 3 overs in that match, taking an economy of 6 runs per over. And Shlock was not brought on to bowl for the rest of the game afterwards, which I don't know why. When a bowler is bowling so superb, why would you not continue to utilize him? And in today's match, Shlock was replaced by a bowler named Ram Sharma, who is a superb spinner. A very, very good talent. We saw in the qualifiers how crucial he was for Scotland. However, I believe Shlock definitely deserved a chance because he was a very fluent bowler in the game against Pakistan. I think it would have been good if he got a chance today. Maybe, it's just those what if moments that really, really point out when a result like this comes. What if this player had played? What if that player didn't play? Those things do matter. And I'm sure the selection team would have considered that before announcing the squad for this match. And yes, Ram Sharma, I'm saying it again, he is a superb player, but I don't think he should have been taken out for Schlock today. So that made a bit of an impact on the target which England set. Schlock could have possibly disturbed the English bowlers. And again, I'm saying Ram Sharma is a superb talent, but Schlock looked very fluent in the previous match, so I don't understand why he was dropped. Yes, so that was the overview of the first innings. Definitely a couple of notes to be taken for the Scots. And once again, I'm saying we know that the Scotland team just had a bad day today. It was not their day. We have seen them produce some special moments in the past months or so. And yeah, it's okay. It happens. England is not a small team. England are a very strong team. And the biggest thing is that this will hopefully allow Scotland to realise how cricket is modernising. Modern day cricket is very aggressive cricket. And yes, there is definitely a lot to be learned from this game. Let's have a look at the second innings. Scotland had a very stable start, a very good start with a 40-run partnership with the opening stand between Theo Robinson and Thomas Knight. However, both batsmen followed in each other's footsteps, getting out on consecutive balls. Theo Robinson got out on the last ball of the 11th over and Thomas Knight got out on the first ball of the 12th over. This definitely shifted the momentum towards England, and I will like to say the opening stand where, they gave Scotland a good start with no doubt, because the Scotland batting lineup is very, very deep. And they did give them a good start, but however, they were not able to maintain that start. Just after fell the wicket of Rory Grant, who was a very crucial player. He should have stayed in, but unfortunately, like I said, it just was not Scotland's day today, and he only scored 2 runs from his 7 balls. Manu Saraswat, also a very capable player, shortly after as well, he got out. He scored 10 runs from his 22 balls. Manu Saraswat played a superb knock in the previous game, and unfortunately he was not able to produce such quality today. Max Chaplin played a good knock of 22 runs from 34 balls. Finlay Carter was the highlight batsman for Scotland today. He scored 34 runs from 55 balls. He showcased some superb sweeps today. Jake Woodhouse stuck in and scored 18 runs from 44 balls. Ethan Ramsey scored 20 runs from 23. And that is the overview of the second innings. Scotland were bowled out for 152 runs in the 44th over. Now, one thing I would like to point out, it was so good to see the depth of the Scottish batting. The innings to last that long. However, the Scottish batsmen were able to take the innings right to the 44th over, which is definitely a big positive to take. Taking a look at the English bowling, Caleb Faulkner was the key bowler today, taking 3 wickets just from 4.5 overs. He was a very solid bowler today. This was his first time bowling in the World Cup, and he looked really good. Alex Green took 1 wicket. Ralphie Albert took 2. Luke Hans took 1. Farhan Ahmed took 1, and Manny Lumsden took 2. That was the overview of the match, and the English won by 252 runs. Definitely, it was England's day today. They were so good with the bat, the ball, and the field. Everything was just going right for them. And again, I would like to say the Scotland team are capable of producing some miracles. We have seen that. It was just not their day today. Just a case of bad luck. I'm sure the Scotland team will come back much stronger in their next matchup. Thank you guys. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one.